Hi everyone. I'm launching a comprehensive current affairs program targeting 2026 prelims. Now, why comprehensive? Many think current affairs means they have to learn about BIMSTEC, ASEAN Summit. Yes, they're all important. However, we think just 16 to 17 questions, direct current affairs, are getting reflected in every UPSC civil service question paper. No, there are a lot of questions which are reflected based on current affairs in our traditional, conventional area. Say, for example, last year, 2025, prelims question paper. Yes, a lot of questions got reflected in the traditional history, geography, economics. You might wonder, what history and current affairs? How? You should have the eyes to see it. Say, for example, now India annexed Goa. After that, India-Portugal diplomatic relationship stopped. Finally, 1974, they resumed. Now 50 years of diplomatic celebration between India and Portugal, and our president visited Portugal and talked about Portugal's contribution to India. Now a question gets reflected in history, this year's paper, how Portugal contributed in 16th and 17th century in what all areas, what they introduced, papaya, guava, pineapple, a history question, but however based on current affairs. Say geography. Now, last year there was big news item that African continent is getting apart faster than scientists expected. Sixth ocean is going to be created. Then a question gets reflected. Continental drift theory, Western Africa and Brazil traditional rocks. Polity. Lot of issues were going on. Governor of Tamil Nadu, Governor of West Bengal, Governor of Kerala, lot of Supreme Court cases. A traditional question, whether president can reserve any bill which state legislative assembly passes. First statement. Second statement, whether governor by constitution itself has discretionary power based on current affairs. Now, economy. Our environment minister talks about $2 trillion potential for India in circular economy and wants to host 2026 circular economy conference in India. Then a traditional question on circular economy in 2025 question paper. Say environment. Donald Trump becomes the president of USA. First day he says, I will go out of Paris Agreement. He signs. Paris Agreement 2015 gets reflected 2025 question paper. Science. Lot of talks are going on EV. Then a traditional question, what are the elements in cathode of a EV battery? So whatever questions I told are traditional questions, but all based on current affairs of 2024-25. So one should have the eyes to see it. However, there were also direct current affairs questions in 2025. Say Rashtriya Gokul Mission, AI Summit, BIMSTEC, first Coco World Championship, 45th Chess Olympiad. So that's why I named this as comprehensive current affairs program. I want to teach you each and everything comprehensively. I have the habit of reading less but revising more. So lot of current affairs materials are there today in market, but we should know, we should see through it. Say for example, this year 2025, Sikkim celebrates Golden Jubilee, where in 1975 it merged with our country. Now, what are they are not going to ask directly whether Sikkim merged. No, what is the question? Say history. 1861, Tamlong Agreement between British and Sikkim, where Sikkim became a protectorate of British India. That can be asked in history. Say for example, for 2026 civil service prelims exam, what is important? One thing, Sikkim celebrates Golden Jubilee in 2025 because 50 years before 1975 it merged with India. So how all questions can come? Not just one simple current affairs question whether Sikkim joined, UPSC is not going to ask. Say in history how they can ask in 2026 prelims. Treaty of Tamlong 1861 between Sikkim and British India. That only brought Sikkim under British India. Can be asked in history. In geography, Tista River. Now, Tista River, it originates in Sikkim, one of the main rivers, and it merges Jamuna River, which is nothing but our Brahmaputra River. Once it enters Bangladesh, it is called Jamuna. They merge. Now, lot of international issues are going on between India and Bangladesh. Yes, a question can be asked in Teesta River. In science and environment, what they can ask? See, red pandas, we always know, yes, red pandas mean China. No, in Kanchenjunga National Park, red pandas are there. Another important thing, Kanchenjunga National Park is the only mixed heritage site of UNESCO in India. There are a lot of UNESCO heritage sites in India, but this is the only one. Say, in economy, what they can ask? Dale chili from Sikkim. One chili is getting exported first time, which our Prime Minister mentioned. It was exported to Solomon Islands. It is a GI tag. So they can ask, say, in infrastructure. Always they ask some railways related question every year if you observe. Now, Sikkim is the only Indian state which doesn't have Indian railways. However, there is a railway construction going on which will be inaugurated in 2027. It got reflected in PAB news this year. It is between Shivak and Rangpo. So that can be asked under railways. Now in polity, what they can ask? 35th Amendment Act and 36th Amendment Act of 1975, which made Sikkim as part of our country. In international relations, what they can ask? See, in Sikkim, there is a pass called Nathula Pass. It is closed from 2020 because of the issues between us and China. Now, talks are going on between our country and China to reopen for trade. It can be asked in 2026 under international relations. So, one Sikkim Golden Jubilee celebration in 2025 can get reflected in multiple subjects in traditional areas. In addition, I will also teach you current events of national and international importance. So that is why I have named it as Comprehensive Current Affairs Program. See, when I was an aspirant like you, I never used to run around every material. I used to read correct materials, read less but revise more. I have never failed in prelims. So this comprehensive current affairs program will not dump you with too many facts and figures. Rather, what is important from my point of view, in case if I am going to write 2026 exam, whatever I will prepare, that only I am going to teach you. And I have consciously kept these classes from 9 p.m. to 9:45 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Reason is, after attending my current affairs class, once you go to bed, the retention is better. And I want you to have just one long size notebook while attending my classes. I will also share the PDF of whatever I am going to teach. In addition, practice questions also I will share in current affairs. If you are interested to join this comprehensive current affairs program, which is starting on 27th of October, please click the link given in the description of this video, which will take you to a Telegram channel where the details of this comprehensive program are given there. Thank you from Israel Jebasingh, the Director of Officers IAS Academy.